Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, we have another tier list for you this time. Last time we did, Paul and I, 20 movies, top grossing movies since the year 2000. And now we have Mark that's joined us. He missed out on it, so he wants his input. So we're going to do the exact same video again. No, we're not going to do the exact same topics. We're going to do the 80s and 90s this time. And it doesn't mean that these are good movies. They just mean that they made the most money
of that year.
And we're going to list them in order of which ones we think are the best out of all of them. So at the end of this video, if you want to watch some 80s and 90s movies, take a look at the top ones that we're going to choose. At least that's what we're hoping. All right. 80s and 90s top grossing film tier list coming up right after this. Alrighty, this is going to be more challenging because there's three of us now.
But it's 80s, 90s, that's easy.
Well, you know what? It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Because there are so many epic movies from the 80s and 90s, and they're all completely different. They're not like sequel 1, sequel 2, sequel 3. They're all, that era was just epic.
Yeah, and you can't vote on a movie because you liked the movie before that. So if you liked Lethal Weapon 1, yet we're voting on Lethal Weapon 2, you can't, I really like that movie, because you have to vote on that movie.
Okay.
So Ghostbusters 2 is probably not in the cards for these tier lists. So what's our first tier list in 1980? We have Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
Starting up. We just went and saw it again in theaters last weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, it's still, we got to do a review of that. A re-review of that, because it's back in a lot of theaters. When theaters are reopening and there's nothing to play, you're playing the classics, and this was definitely a classic. So
a re-review.
A re-review of Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, when you start off with Empire Strikes Back,
where do you
put it on
Where
the
do you go
list?
from there? It's number one.
You don't start at number one, no.
You have to start at number one.
Because we can move it up.
Empire Strikes Back.
But we can move it up. You still have 19 more
You don't
movies.
need to, though.
Okay, let's do what we did last time and put it right in the middle.
Well, the last time the movie we started with deserved to be in the middle. Let's put this at, say, number 3 to start off, so we have some room to maneuver.
Okay, so I don't know why I put these numbers.
I have no idea. Paul spent all this time writing 1980, 1981, and instead of going 1 to 20. So, yeah.
Okay.
So Empire Strikes Back.
At number 3.
Okay.
All right. Well, now we're going to top the next movie off, and we're talking 1981, we're talking Superman 2.
Number one!
And that's one of your favorite movies. So now, where do you think that movie's gonna go on this list? Now,
there's some good movies on this list.
there's going to be, yeah. So jumping the gun out there and saying that Empire Strikes Back is number 1 movie no matter what is a little bit.
Okay, Superman 2, that's had the one with the 3 criminals dressed in black.
Yeah.
They're in the mirror there in space.
Right.
And don't forget, he throws that fake cape on him.
Okay, that part could have been cut.
No one knows what that was.
He's never used it before.
Never used it again. And it didn't do anything.
Okay, better or worse than Empire Strikes Back? I think we can say it's probably down on the
I'm
list.
not going to put it ahead of Empire Strikes Back.
But I would say...
So, there's lots of movies to go.
I'm thinking it's probably going to end up 13 or lower.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, let's put it at 10. Put it right in the middle of the road.
I'm just going to have to edit the video so it goes down, right?
Well, let's try it at 10 because Mark will be very upset if we're taking one of his favorite movies of all time and putting it way at the bottom of the list already. But who knows? It could end up in 20 spot.
Whoa, hey.
You never know. All right, E.T.
1982.
E.T. Groundbreaking film.
Big impact.
Huge movie. Lineups around the block for that movie.
So E.T. But here's the thing about E.T. Great movie, iconic. It's one of those ones once you watch you never forget. But how many times do you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Right? So...
How many people say their favorite movie is E.T.?
Right? It's basically on the, I love the movie board, but is it a favorite?
Yeah, well...
So, is it better or worse than Superman 2?
Well, it's not as good as Superman 2.
Oof, I bet you a lot of people are going to disagree with you on that one.
They shouldn't.
Superman 2, I think, was the best of the Superman movies.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what number do you want to put E.T.?
It's not far off from Superman 2, though. So I would say let's put it at 12.
Okay. We're early yet. very early. It doesn't start getting hard till number 10.
Things are
So.
gonna move around.
All right. Next, we have another Star Wars film, Return of the Jedi.
Now, out of the original Star Wars films, I'll admit Return of the Jedi was probably my favorite.
See, it was.
And I know that's an unpopular opinion.
Okay, at the time watching the Star Wars films, it was also my favorite.
Yeah.
Because Luke Skywalker dressed in black,
Was awesome.
Yeah.
Right? And that whole the backflip with the R2 sending out the lightsaber, I was sold right
And
there.
hey, Ewoks. Miles and miles of Ewoks.
But
At the time,
yeah, and now when we look back, we wonder, is Return of the Jedi better than Empire Strikes Back? Because different perspective when you're kids, right?
However, if you were to go back and watch one right now, which one would it be?
Apparently it's Empire Strikes Back.
Because you just
went to
did,
watch
But
it.
it wasn't playing in theaters, so we can't blame that. However, the theaters brought that one back.
but that might just be this one's cheaper to bring back.
No, it's they had a
think-
choice because at one point they had all three, and then they only kept that one.
It has a lot of good stuff going for it. It has the fight with the Emperor and Vader at the end. It has
It's the conclusion of the trilogy.
the conclusion. It's Luke going into Jabba's lair, but then again, it has the Ewoks that a lot of people dislike.
Even the lightsaber battle in the pit against it was a great movie.
I think consensus out there will be Return of the Jedi has to be lower than Empire Strikes Back.
You're probably right there.
So what?
6 for now.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's throw out a movie that everyone hates: Ghostbusters. Well, back then I guess we didn't hate it.
No.
Only hated the reboots. So the original Ghostbusters.
Original Ghostbusters,
Man,
epic.
super iconic movie.
Yeah.
3 comedians, all with their own type of humor, melding together.
Epic theme song.
Epic theme song. Why'd you say 3?
Isn't there 4?
No, I said 3 comedians. He wasn't really a comedian so much as the other guys were. He was more of a straight actor.
But, you've got even the side characters that weren't
Yeah.
Rick Moranis.
He was like a
Sigourney Weaver.
Saturday Night Live
Stay
cast.
Puft Marshmallow Man.
I haven't seen him in much since though.
No, I know. He's having trouble. He's
Really typecast.
very typecast out there,
Well,
and
he perished during the filming.
he also didn't look very good after
was
that.
tragic.
He was pretty burnt up. So Ghostbusters,
Where are we gonna put it on the list though?
Like better or worse than E.T. Because
Yeah.
Oh, it's better than
better than Superman.
better than Superman 2?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's got to be like one above Superman 2.
I don't know.
Because there's going to be a lot of epic movies.
There are, but man, Ghostbusters.
I'm gonna say we can pop that at 9.
Yeah, I would agree. Not if you think it's better than Superman 2,
I
not
do.
too much higher.
I do. All right, I'll settle for 9, but I bet you we move it. Ghostbusters, we put it down at number 9, and let's have an argument. Back to the Future.
Oh. Okay. To this day, Back to the Future holds up. It holds up.
But you know what?
In quality, in storytelling.
What of these movies, like Ghostbusters, holds up today?
Actually, no. There's a filming style to Ghostbusters that is kind of slow paced. That any kid today watching it
Would lose interest.
turn it off.
I don't know.
Like
man.
it's really great for us because we grew up with it, but no kid today would watch Ghostbusters.
That's because their attention span is that of a gnat. So
But what he's saying is a kid can watch Back to the Future today.
I don't know. There's an awful lot of long, drawn-out parts in Back to the Future as well.
Back to the Future's.
The dining scene with the parents and first meeting, all that backstory stuff when they're trying to get him to go on a date. There's lots of parts in this that are very drawn out. It has its quick scenes around, but
Would you say it's better than Superman 2?
Yes, I would.
Would you say it's better than Ghostbusters?
Yes, I would.
Would you say it's better than Return of the Jedi?
I would say, as far as capturing and keeping attention, yes.
no, not that. Best movie. And we're doing our votes, not kids' votes, not people of today's votes, our votes.
I don't think it's as good as Return of the Jedi. And I love Back to the Future.
Then I would put it at 7. Because it's not far off.
Breathe.
All right. Boy, it's going to get hard when we get to 10. Let's throw in another pitiful little movie that no one liked, Top Gun.
Wow. It's like you guys reached in, grabbed all my favorites.
Now you see how much harder this is than since the 2000 movies?
Yeah.
Like these are all epic
Well,
movies.
it's because we have that nostalgia as well.
Well, no, but they were also...
They were great movies.
Most of these movies still hold up.
Yeah.
A lot of the 2000 movies I would not watch again.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch any of these movies before that.
There were like 3 pirate movies in that list, and we looked and said we couldn't tell which movie was which.
No, they all run into each other.
Top Gun, we knew which one was. Superman 2, we know which Superman that was. It was the outstanding one of the 3, right?
Yeah.
So
Top Gun is
technically 4.
Top Gun has got to go at 8.
Ooh.
What's better, Back to the Future or Top Gun?
I would still say Back to the Future.
Back to the Future has no shirtless volleyball.
It also doesn't have jets. And Tom Cruise.
It does have a time-traveling car.
It does have that.
Jets. Combat. Epic.
Music,
Dun,
yeah. But then Huey Lewis in the News for Back to the Future.
If I remember correctly, Top Gun was the first soundtrack movie I ever bought the music to. For the soundtrack.
I can't verify that.
Because of the song.
Fact check!
It's true.
I think I may have owned something with Ray Parker Jr. from Ghostbusters.
Well, yeah, everyone did.
So what do we do? 5 or 8, or do we have to bump something?
See, I would say I enjoyed Top Gun even above Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Myself.
See, this is where I think you guys overestimated these movies. Like Ghostbusters and Superman 2
Ghostbusters?
should have been lower on the
No, I think Superman 2 should definitely have been lower, because I said that.
Okay, but it is the best of the even.
Yeah, but we're not talking of the movies. We're talking
even
all
the
these
Superman
20 movies.
that came out, like that have come out recently.
But we're not talking just Superman movies. We're talking all the movies that are on this list. Superman has nothing to do with it. We know you're a Superman fan. However,
What if we take 9 and 10 and E.T., keep the same spacing, we just bump it down like 5.
5.
Well, you make it sound so easy.
E.T. I'm okay bringing it down here. I would have put it down here to begin with. Superman 2 I'd put around here too. Because we can always move them up.
Let's move E.T.
Okay, so E.T. is going to 17. Superman 2 is going to
12.
up here. Okay.
I bet you'll be moving again.
And Ghostbusters is going...
Ghostbusters is still pretty good.
Yeah, I'd still leave Ghostbusters there.
Okay, where's Top Gun going?
I'd put it at 5.
You'd still put it at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Put it at 5 for now. It can be moved.
Yeah.
We need to move it.
We can revisionally change it.
Revisionally change it.
All right, on to 1987.
And you can order your copy of Don's Dictionary.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a T-shirt, revisionally. All right, 1987, Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay, great movie. Like, really good movie.
Nowhere near as good as the first one.
No, and but I would say it's further down on the list.
Way down. I'd put it
I
below
enjoyed
E.T.
But yeah, I'd say maybe 19.
Yep, I'm okay with that. And Eddie Murphy, big fan, buddy. Just that movie was not as good as your first one, by no means.
Yeah.
All right, that was pretty simple, we thought. So 1988, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Groundbreaking.
It was.
Never one of my favorite movies.
No.
I don't think I've watched the whole thing to this day.
Well, I enjoyed watching it in the theater when it came out, and I think that was the last time I watched it. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I wasn't a big fan.
We're thinking 20 for now.
I'm okay with putting it at 20.
Let's do it.
No, sorry, Roger.
I think it was a great concept.
Oh yeah,
It was well done.
It was groundbreaking, and that, but it. Like I said, I had no interest in ever rewatching it myself. All right, Jack Nicholson, Batman, Michael Keaton, Batman.
Michael Keaton's Batman.
Come on, another iconic movie. Everyone
is.
says all these other movies started the superhero genre, but that one started the comic book.
The comic book type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My wife doesn't appreciate any Batman other than Michael Keaton.
Is that right? Not even Adam West?
Not even George Clooney.
Does anybody appreciate old TV Batman?
I did. Well, I grew up with it. Dude, Batusi. Dude, Batusi. But Batman. Is it better than Top Gun? No. Return of the Jedi?
No,
Back to the
not
Future?
better than Ghostbusters.
It's honestly, it's not better than Superman 2.
I say it is.
No. I would put it after E.T. even.
No.
Yeah. I would.
I put Batman way ahead of E.T. and I put it ahead of Superman too.
No.
So you're the tiebreaker there, Paul.
It was an entertaining movie, but how many times do you honestly want to go back and watch that? Like, it was a good movie for its time, and
When was the last time you watched Superman 2?
probably 1 month ago.
Really?
I haven't seen it in years and years and years.
Okay, I would honestly move Superman 2 to 14, maybe put Batman at 13.
You would honestly say that Batman, 1989 Batman,
The best of that
is
era Batman.
better than the best Superman movie ever made.
So the 1989 Batman is better than the 1981 Superman. You see how you're wording that?
Best Superman movie ever made.
Yes.
I agree with you that it is the best Superman movie, but
Doesn't mean it's the best movie.
I think Batman probably eclipses Superman 2.
That Batman movie.
That Batman movie.
Switch it. You're down.
Folks,
Superman.
I know I've gotten
2.
outvoted here
And in the chat.
in this particular instance. However, in the comments, you can redeem me.
We still have other movies to go.
Imagine what I'm doing those. Let my net, my and let my net, my